7 favorite league, 7 different teams, but I got tired of fucking also like smoking on my team. Watching guys, I've been really tough. Another fucking pass. Get on that Marlon Brando. I was like trying to get my friends before, but I never in it. Like, you know, I used to this game. And if you wait for me, I was ready to kick it off to get things underway. Wait, my final destination is Laos. That's the one.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Louisville's offense will have the
I feel like that's what I'm coping with. So I smoke the best. And I forget not to notice this. 30,000 feet up the possibility of
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
No.
And the Cardinals come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Zings it complete to the right. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Just keep slinging it. That's caught. It's Schneider. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. 2nd down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's charged. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Cardinals look to do some damage in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal! First score of the game goes up.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Kansas State Wildcats offense will go to work for the first time today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Pressure coming. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Dropping back, it's Fry. Looking deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Looks it in at the 40. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Schneider. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to a 27.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around, and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Looking downfield on first down. But it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. On the run, still looking. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense of pressuring the quarterback.
Fires to the tight end. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Cardinals are marching down the field. The inside handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Steps away to find some room. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown Cardinals. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
One thing this team has shown earlier this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Off play action on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Scanning the field, it's Fry. Got his man. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Wants to go up top. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Now on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Guard in the backfield. It's Charles. Turning it on. Touchdown, Louisville. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Process on
the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Looking for a man. It's Fry. Gets away. Makes the catch. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Wildcats have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Motion from the wideout. They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Working on the right. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him.
Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Taking it the other way. He's at the 30. He's at the touchdown, Cardinals. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these 2 teams right now.
No doubt, when your defense is scoring,
that's interesting.
Good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Leaves it with the running back. Can't get him to the ground. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
You know, when you're QB sneaking as a quarterback, you got to make a decision. You going right or you going left, and that's all predetermined based on how the defensive line lines up. Nice decision there by the quarterback.
To throw, it's Fry. Using the quick game. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
Looking to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab over the middle. There he goes. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
These wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to get it to them and let them make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to them. So we're focused on chasing him down and funneling the football in the right direction. Defense swarm did a good job getting their hand on the football, causing the fumble from the wide receiver.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Grab near the marker. It's Schneider. Across the 25, he's got room. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Cardinals now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Bringing the heat. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. Push down for the tackle. The Cardinals will hustle to the line. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Punch it out of the air. Touchdown Cardinals. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
On the move from inside his spot. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. From the gun, the ground game. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. From the gun, running back on the move. And the run goes nowhere, and that'll send us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Louisville for a fun first half than you?
And the Cardinals will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. A pickup of 6. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Fry. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 6.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up.
Intercepted deep in his own end. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it.
Looking for more room. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal block.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They'll start this drive with a pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense...
Oh, he's got enough space. Touchdown, Louisville. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Wildcats line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Fry. Good timing on the quick out. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Here's the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. To the air on first down. Throwing right. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
To the air on second down. They're working that left side. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Wants to go up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give out of the gun. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive going and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Right down the middle. And
oh, you got to catch that big dog.
Forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Wants to fire on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field.
Touchdown, Cardinals! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. This dude is absolutely taking a flamethrower to this secondary, torching everybody in sight.
So find something different, right? Like double team him, do whatever it takes to not let that guy beat you. He's just consistently being the one that's destroying you. You got to find a way to make somebody else work, make somebody else beat you.
He's chased out of bounds inside the 15. They'll mark him out at his own 14-yard line. Not much on that kick return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The play action fake. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And the returner goes down. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Forget about those tight ends, right? They come up and they block most of the time, and a lot of time near the line of scrimmage, and then occasionally offenses do a great job, get creative, find a way to get a good matchup for the tight end, and he does the rest and gets in for 6.
That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Nice move to pick up yardage. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off play action. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the 4th quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
They go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. 3-and-out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Lets it fly. A strike downfield. And they're able to get him down.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get...
Breaks into the open. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down in the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Louisville!
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And here's the return. And the returner will be knocked down. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Got his man downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, this They haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Gives it on the option. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. With the run on 1st and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. This offense hasn't been able to find the end zone with a GPS and a slide rule. Can they finally get a touchdown? And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And you just sort of wonder if that's some kind of moral victory from the head coach. You're not going to get shut out in front of all these eyeballs. We're just going to put 3 points up on the board. As a player, I used to absolutely hate that if I was on the losing team, because you're just trying to save face. I want to go down and try and score a touchdown. I know the chances aren't great, but let me go out there and compete.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love it.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Gets it out quickly. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around.